Hello health seekers, welcome back. This is the third part of the My Health Journey series. I'm continuing from the previous videos that I did before. First step was trying homeopathy. Second step was having bioresonance. Third step is what I'm going to be talking about today. Actually, not German new medicine. I'm keen to talk about it, but that will be the next video. Today we'll be talking about veganism and herbs. That's what I tried next. So, where to start? I think I'll just say a little snippet of something that maybe will come up at some point, so I'll just get it out of the way now. A little bit like the disclaimer. I have a subscription list here and I'm going to make it public. So the people that I subscribe to, the people that I watch on YouTube, you'll find them on my playlists, and everybody can see those lists. I just want to say that just because I subscribe to somebody or follow somebody doesn't mean that I necessarily subscribe to everything that person says. So I believe that some people have grains of truth and some people speak more truth than others, but it doesn't mean that I believe absolutely everything that these people say or talk about. So just get that out of the way. I like the grains. Some have more grains than others. Yeah, as I said. Anyway, so the third step, I moved to Ireland and I met a lovely guy. I don't know if I should say his name or not. I'll have to ask him. And he was instrumental in me taking the next step of my journey, which was cleaning up my diet. I will try to attempt to put pictures on these videos. I need to work out how to do all this technical stuff, you guys and girls, because I'm not very good at all that. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can put before pictures, or the kind of size that I was when I moved to Ireland. I was rather chubby. I'd been through a few difficulties, having left England to move to Ireland with my ex-husband, and I was comfort eating a lot and drinking a lot, and yeah, that was me. That's how I coped with stress and difficulties. So I was quite chubby. What else can I say about that? It wasn't an easy time, but I met this lovely guy, and very, very intelligent guy. I remember him looking at me, and I went to him, and he used to help people with their health, but he didn't charge any money, and he just kind of offered his pearls of wisdom. He was massively into herbs, so he would have a cupboard full of herbs, and he would say, oh, you need this for that, and that for this, that for your kidneys, that for your brain, that for your liver, whatever. And he took one look at my hands, and they're worse than what they are now, but he said, that's acid coming out of your skin. And I was like, what, really? Acid? I don't see any acid. He said, yeah, it's itchy, it's eczema, it's dry, it's cracky. He said, you need to alkalize your body. You need to alkalize. So how do you alkalize? You go vegan. And ultimately alkalize is raw vegan. Because if you just go vegan, even food that's cooked, especially above a certain temperature, becomes acid. So the healthiest thing to do is to eat raw food, raw fruit and vegetables. Oh, that was so difficult. That was very difficult. But it worked. It worked, and it got rid of my skin issues. And slowly it's crept back in. I'd have a little bit of dairy, call it bovine, a bit of bovine juice, a bit of love cheese. And the person you're with doesn't necessarily always help you. So I was with my ex-husband at the time, and then we went through some difficulties, and we subsequently separated and got divorced. And that was very difficult, and food was a massive crutch for me. So I did it for a while, and then slowly, when I went off the diet, this skin problem came back. And when I was a child, I used to be covered in eczema. So this is the remnants of what I have left, and I really want to get rid of it. So I'm going to go back to being vegan, because that's what works for me, and you feel better. But the body's very clever at what it does. Acid in the body, we eat far too many acid-forming foods, coffee, sugar, cooked food, especially fried food, processed food, alcohol, sugar, everything is acid forming in the body. So the body is very clever at what it does. It packs away all that acid into your bones, into your joints, into your fat. So the fat causes bloating because the body needs to retain water to dilute all those toxins inside the fat cell. But that's why we have fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, a whole host of other joint complaints. You know, just feeling crooked and crippled when you get out of bed in the morning. I remember I used to hobble to the bathroom. Still do sometimes if I have a particularly acid night. Yeah, because the acid takes a while to creak up, loosen up, get ready for the day, and so you can walk around. And I remember that was one of the side effects to going vegan, is I had no more fibromyalgia. I was never actually diagnosed with that, but I had all the symptoms of fibromyalgia. And I remember talking to my doctor at the time, and they didn't send out any tests. Oh, you're probably getting early arthritis. You know, that's what they say. That's what they say to you. In the doctor said, oh, yeah, you're getting to that age now. You're getting a bit of arthritis. But it's the diet, people. It's the food. So yes, going vegan. I also took a lot of herbs. This lovely friend of mine, he gave me herbs to support my kidneys through detox process, liver herbs. I did a bowel cleanse with this lovely concoction of herbs called Dr. Schultz's bowel cleanse. You have stage 1, 2, 3. You buy them as a set together and you take the herbs. Best to do anything like that if you're doing a bowel cleanse with smoothies or juices. Juice is the best. So try and do a juice detox to clean your bowel out. With that, it'll be far more effective and your bowel will be nice and clean afterwards. It's really, really good to do that. We all should do a bowel cleanse twice a year, really. So I'm due one. I need to do one. Do a juice, at least a juice a week or however long it takes to take these herbs. I'll post that at the bottom of this video. So yes, that's what I did. To be honest, though, because I was going through marriage difficulties at the same time, I do believe I went a little bit doolally. And you do need to be careful when taking herbs. I would always recommend to go with someone who is a naturopath, who is qualified to tailor it to you. Because I was at a very sensitive point in my life at that time. And I do feel like I lost the plot a little bit. And I did some pretty crazy things. And I'm not putting it down to the herbs, but the whole detoxing process, having done the 30-day no salt, no sugar recently, the emotions come out. Emotions are also stored in our cells. Every part of us has a memory, and these memories can be released. And it can be very roller coastery, if that's the right word to use. So if you are going to take herbs, if you're going to do a detox, just pace yourself and take good advice for that. Speak to your natural doctor or naturopath or whoever and really get a program that's suited to you. I'm a very sensitive type. I seem to get all the side effects of everything going for whatever I do. So I just need to, not everyone's at the same pace and not everyone should take the same herbs. You know, you need to tailor it to the person. So that being said, I'm going to touch on psychology today because at this time when I was going vegan, going through marriage difficulties, separating, I started having counselling. And to be honest, I think everyone should have a counsellor. It was a revelation for me to have counselling. I never really had counselling before in my life. And I think everybody has some kind of issue that they could do with talking to someone else, a third-party, objective person, about. And I did that, and it was one of the best things I ever did for myself. You know, like paying to go and talk to somebody. But sometimes we don't know how warped our thinking or our coping mechanisms are until someone trained highlights that or points that out. And I learned so many things from my counsellor. I learned about boundaries, about setting healthy boundaries between me and other people, not allowing people to overstep certain boundaries, allowing myself to have boundaries, allowing myself to be sad, allowing myself to grieve the loss of what I've been through in my life, allowing myself to be angry, allowing myself time. I learned so many things, and I think it's a good time, if you're doing a detox, to actually allow whatever's coming up to process. So I'm just throwing that out there for people. I really benefited from it myself, and I think it's definitely worth a big mention, because it's not something that people often talk about, but I think it's important, and I just want to share that with everybody who wants to listen. So on that note, I'm going to end it for today, and I will see you in the next video, where I will be talking about German New Medicine, and I look forward to that. So have a good day, health seekers, and take care of yourself, and I will see you next time.